Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to Cardboard Commander. My name is Jerry, and you are on the Zone of Control podcast, episode number 41. It's hard to believe we've had 41 episodes so far, and we have got a good group in the house so far. Wardrobe's already here. How you doing, sir? Glad to see you. Paul's in the house. Hey, Paul, how are you? North Carolina's in the house. Christoph, I just talked to you over in Wardrobe's channel. Can't wait to get together with you and play some games next week or the week after, a couple weeks down the road. Dave, how are you, sir? And we've got St. Louis is in the house too. So got a great start. Looks like there's already like 25 people in here. So I really do appreciate that. So if you are here, give us a thumbs up, do all that YouTube stuff. You know how that goes. And so one of the things that I've been looking at is today we don't have anything to bump up against, so I got a few things that we're going to talk about. So I guess we'll just jump right into it. Go ahead, and we're going to do a little bit of the briefing room where we're going to kind of talk about everything. I got some stuff in the mail this week, got some stuff on the table, and then we're going to talk about some other stuff, and we're going to give out some virtual gifts and a couple lumps of coal too. So I hope you guys stay by. Hey, Jester, how you doing, buddy? Glad to. Hey, by the way, Jester, I don't know if you saw it on the P500. The Napoleonics Command and Colors is back on P500, and I actually put my name on the list for that today. They're putting all the Spanish modules in one, so that's kind of cool. All right, so kind of done over the preliminaries. If you guys have anything to say, just jump in here and let me know what we're going to be doing. So next week we will not have a show. I will be in Albuquerque spending some time with my family. All of our kids are actually going to be able to fly in and get into town. So it's been a while since we've all been together. So we'll be doing that. Also, I'll be having hey, Jeff, how are you, buddy? Thanks for coming in. First of the year is going to be coming up. We'll be changing the way the Zone of Control podcast looks. I try to do that every 6 months or so just to mix it up. I don't want you guys getting bored with the same old looks and everything that we have on the channel. So we'll be doing a little bit of changes there and that sort of thing. I do want to show you. I got Sea and Steel and Iwo Jima from Neva Games this week. They were very nice to send this out to me, and I'm very humbled and appreciative of this. I'll be getting some unboxings out on this, and we'll be doing some gameplay. In fact, I'm thinking about taking a couple of these with me on vacation and reading and playing, because I'll have a little bit of time while we're there. And but just wanted to show you. I like the size of the boxes. They're nice and travel size. So I really do like that. So I just want to thank those guys for that. Christoph and I, after the first of the year, we will be playing Traces of Hubris online. So stay tuned for that. I have the print and play version, which I'm horrible at that sort of thing. So I'm glad they sent me the box version, because I'm sure I'll play it more. But again, we'll be talking. Christoph and I will be playing this in a couple of weeks. It sure does fly by, and it's amazing how the support from all you guys. Really do appreciate it. It's fantastic. So I want to thank you guys for that. Let's see, what else we got to talk about. So again, no show next week. Over the first of the year, I will be having. I've already got 2 or 3 guests lined up, so we'll be having some guest spots. I'm still haven't decided. So I've had like a half and half on people saying, no, don't have a co-host, and yes, do have a co-host. So I'm going to still put that out there. I'll let you guys tell me a little. Hey, Charles, how are you, buddy? So if you guys think I need a co-host, let me know. If you don't want me to have a co-host, let me know. Just let me know. The show's yours, guys. I'm just here to facilitate it a little bit. So one of the things I'm doing is I'm actually jumping into the great battles of American Civil War. The guys from Hexy and Wardrobe and Ross and McMurray have all kind of talked me into purchasing that game. So I am going to be jumping into that pool. And as you guys know, I already have a Most Fearful Sacrifice and Rocket Chickamauga, and I'm going to be getting those on the tables as well. I really haven't played a lot of ACW stuff, so I'm kind of excited. So if you guys have played, you're going to have to help me out a little bit. And I know, Wardrobe and Hexy and those guys. I know they're excited, and I'm sure I can ask them to. I can ask them to help me out a little bit. Charles says once in a while, maybe. Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking, Charles, is I'm thinking maybe once a month or so, have a guest on. If I can keep that many guests going, that would be 12 guests a year. So it just depends, but I don't want to. The show's doing pretty good with the way we're doing it, and I think I get a lot of feedback about the way I present the podcast, and a lot of people don't want that to go away. They like the visuals and everything, so I think we'll be able to do the best of both worlds. So, yeah, I think the same thing. I'm gonna have to think about that, and I wouldn't mind having a co-host if I had somebody that I could banter with, and we're on the same page. That'd be great. So, before we get going any further here, what I do want to do is I want to pull up GMT's newsletter came out today. And let's see. Jester says vote for a co-host. Okay. And then, yeah. So like I said, if somebody would want to do it, I think a weekly thing would be too much for most people. So maybe every other week, have a co-host or something. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. But so what we're going to look at, let's look at. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Let's go look at the GMT newsletter. So a couple things. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on here. I guess they messed up on some refunds. So if you ordered the Cubre Libre kit, let's see, Charles, Charles says GAB. Yeah, and that's what I'm afraid of, Charles. But I've been assured that I can play the game. So look, I play ASL and a lot of other crunchy games. I'm just not very familiar with the ACW stuff. They said we have some exciting P500 news. We have the emergence of the Command and Colors Napoleonics line in combined editions versions. So each new volume is going to contain all the scenarios and units contained in several of the original single volumes. Not one scenario in an entire series will be lost. So they're adding multiple series together. And that is going to be really cool. So instead of having to buy each module, they're going to have the 3 modules in a game. And I will say I saw, let's go look at GMT games. I did see where the price was pretty darn good. Let's see, pre-500. So we'll come down here. I know it's at the bottom. Sorry for all the people getting seasick with me flying through here. But yeah, so check this out. So it is volume 1, but they're going to have all the War in Spain edition. So 3 modules all in one. And again, you get to save a pretty penny. So that's a good deal. Let's see. Invite Jester. I would love to have Jester on. You know what? Jester, you and I need to talk. Maybe you can come on once a month. That wouldn't be too much of a commitment from you. And maybe we could have the Gesture Hour. Maybe that would be something I'll reach out to you. That's a good idea. Hello, glad you're here. Late for that. That's okay. We haven't been on that long. So, again, really happy with it. I had a great time playing with Jester in this game. And now if I could just pay somebody to put the stickers on the bricks. So I may have to have my wife do that for me. She's very meticulous and stuff with that. So I think I may have to recruit her so she can do all the crafts for me. And is sued by. So what is OSG? Refresh my memory there, Charles. So yeah, so looking that's pretty cool. And then they also have if you're ordering the uh, 3 days of Gettysburg, you're going to get the GBACW 4-pack listed in that. So that will be on there as well. So that's pretty cool. I like that idea. Let's see what else they got going on here. Talk about shipping. I'm done with that. Tired of shipping. There's the picture of the counter sheet that they are going to be providing. That's now available. So check that out. Let's see. What else do they have? Go back. And then they've got Hannibal's Revenge is now on pre-order from Legion Games. So these are some of the games that could use more orders. Let's see what's on here that's surprising to me. Yeah, I don't have any of these on order. I do. So this is one that I did get pre-ordered. This is a Herman Luttman game, and it looks really good. And as you guys know, I love me some World War One. So this looks pretty darn interesting. It is a kind of a point-to-point siege of states of siege game. Oh, okay, Charles, I get it. Thank you. Yeah, we should play it again, Jester. That was awesome. It was a lot of fun. Hey, good news. I'll reach out to you after the first of the year, and maybe we can work something out. Just depends on how much your agent wants. But A Hell So Terrible, so it looks really good. I'm looking forward to getting it, and I did put, like I said, I did get on the P500 for this. Herman Luttman puts out a pretty good product anyhow, and I like the fact it's solitaire. Again, I play a lot of solitaire, so it's that's good for the whole thing there. Let's see what else have we got on here that. Oh, Coast Watchers. So they've got. I have not ordered this yet, but they've got the maps and everything. It's getting ready to go. Really, it's a neat looking game. I'm kind of interested in it. I love the cover. The box art is really good. But again, just trying to see. That's a sneak peek of the box. I've got some Vassal modules updated. We're going to be talking about some Vassal modules too later in the show a little bit. Italy 43 is finally out. So I'm playing that. It's on the table right behind me. If you guys have not, I've got Italy 43 right back there on the table. I finished the setup in the first turn today, and you'll see that play through. Will be online tomorrow morning, I think it is. Let's see what else we got on here. A couple more updates from Vassal modules, and then just Solitaire is really making. Yeah, and I think that game designers are seeing that that's almost a must, right? Is a lot of us don't have we're not fortunate enough to have people right next door that can play or that want to play, and so I think that having solo rules in the games that's huge. I think that's just a big thing. Let's see what. Like I said, I'm flying through there because everybody's going to do their GMT thing, so I just happened to get it right before we came online. So have you guys all played? I only have 3 P500s. Yeah, I think I've got 3 right now too. House Divided, I do have it on P500. Now the Napoleonics, I've got the Verdun game. I would think there's something. Oh, Combat Commander Vietnam. I'm really excited for that. I might have 5 or so. But I was going to ask a question. They're going to reprint Last 100 Yards. Have you guys played that? I don't know if I need to get into another another tactical series, but I like my ASL starter kit a lot, but I've heard a lot of good things about Last 100 Yards. Online, the digital. So if you wanted to get Twilight Struggle, Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. And I have 3 dog also. So yeah, so I guess I should go back and double check to make sure what I have on there. So but yeah, that's what I've heard, Jester, is I've heard it's a good system and I like the box looks good. I know a lot of people talk about lock and load tactical. Again, I do not have a lock and load game. So there's 2 game companies I don't have a game from. I'm sure there's others, but big companies, DVG and Lock and Load. Um, I, 10. Yeah, I like I said. So Robert, I don't know. I think you've been watching long enough to know that I have 2 shelves, and when the shelves get full, something leaves because I'm not going to get. For those of you who collect, that's cool. I'm not going to get caught back up into that. So basically, if it won't fit on the shelf, I purge or I quit buying. So that's where I'm at with that sort of thing. But yeah, if I was what's that saying that people say? If I won the lottery, I wouldn't tell anybody, but there'd be signs. I'd have a whole big, really nice. If you guys watch Kev on Big Board Gaming, he's got an amazing game room. I would love to have something like that. That'd be great. But back to the digital, you looks like Playdex is having a big sale on Steam, 50% off. Mr. President, I cannot wait until this comes out. So I don't own this game from GMT because it's just so big and so much to set up. I cannot wait to get it. I'm already on the beta for this. I can't wait to get it online. Try Lock and Load Tactical Digital first to see if you like. Oh, okay. I may try that. And I didn't realize they were identical. A lot of PC games are not the same. But yeah, that's a great idea, Dave. I'll have to go check that out. But yeah, Mr. President looks amazing. I wish they would do this for I Napoleon as well. These games are great, but the only problem is they take so long to set up, and once you get done, it just takes a lot to set up and turn down. Where on digital with this type of game, I think it'd be great. Let's see what's Charles got here. North Africa 40. Yeah. So I got North Africa 40 up there, and I'm not a big North Africa guy, but that's a great game. I love the 40 series games anyhow. Um, Mr. Simonich makes a very nice product. I've got them all except for Ukraine, um, and that's on P500 as well. So there's another one. Um, let's see. Back to Space Core. Now I've never played it, but I hear it's pretty good, so I might go check that out. Okay, yeah, cool. I'll go check that out, Jester. I need to. That'd be good to know that. And I will say I love Lock and Load the way they do their rule books and they have the spiral bound rule books and that sort of thing. I love that. That's great stuff. Saratoga's online, which I have. Rebel Fury I have online for Steam. Like I said, I Napoleon would be great if it came out on Steam. Yeah, I see your World at War. Is that a real crunchy game? Like what's the complexity of that game? Is it hard to learn? What are your thoughts on it? Let's see. Okay, yeah, so they've got yeah, so new additions, like I said, the Napoleonics, they've actually got a couple of them on here. The Longest Yard, recent P500 editions. I'm not getting the new I Napoleon. Oh, I'm really looking forward to Combat Commander Vietnam. I've been seeing some of the playtesting and been watching some of those guys, and it looks really, really good. I have to say, I've been staying away from Vietnam games because I feel they're too close, but I think that's one I am going to be picking up. And let's see what else they got on here. We'll scroll down here. And again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. You guys have seen, if you've ordered 3 Dog, this comes in the 3 Dog series, so you don't have to order. Oh, when I say this, you guys don't see what I'm seeing. When I say this comes with the Three Dog series. Let's see what else. Looks like some new sports games are coming out, which I do like a sports game. So yearly bestsellers. So Fields of Fire is number one. I still ain't jumping into that. I got so burned on that when the first edition came out. I'm gonna let that one roast for a little while and hang out. Um, I would love to play Red Dust Rebellion. I know that's a coin game. I don't have enough people or friends to. Well, I have enough friends, but that sounded bad. But I don't have enough people that would play that. Looking to play and reading the rules for Cross Bronx Expressway. Maybe. What is that all about, Jester? Tell me what that's about. Um, every rule is comprehensible. Every rule influences by another rule. Yeah. Okay. So that's okay. And yeah, I'll PM you and we can see what that is. I played Jester Robin Hood. I actually lost to Jester in that game, but that was fun. um, let's see what else. They got some events that are marked down here that are going to be happening. I would really like to go to one of the GMT events, but man, Schenectady, New York, and Connecticut are a long way from Bella Vista, Arkansas. So I don't know how soon I'm going to be able to get up there. But looking at some of the pictures from the warehouse, it looks like they had a lot of fun. Let's see, what else can we use? News you can use. Blah blah blah. We're going to move on with that. And I think we're pretty much done with the inside GMT thing. So this is most requested P500 expansions. So yeah, they've got a whole bunch of stuff there. All-time GMT sellers, Twilight Struggle, no surprise. Paths of Glory, no surprise. I've never played any of those three, the Ancients or anything. And they've got a whole bunch of stuff about production. Hey, so I don't know about you guys. I send these guys emails every month trying to get on their creator thing, and they just don't accept me for some reason. I feel bad. Maybe I suck. I don't know. But I keep sending them stuff, and I would love to be on the list with these esteemed people. That would be great, Phoenix Knight is in the house. I've been watching a lot of his stuff lately because he posts stuff there in the morning, so I can drink my coffee and watch his sports games. So even though he hates Apple baseball, I'm just kidding, just giving you a hard time. Okay, cool. And then let's see what else we got here. Oh, okay, Charles. I see that. I love me some Noble Knight. I like that. And but yeah, so if you guys could, I don't know, if you guys have any influence over to GMT, I would love to be able to get on this little list here with all my cool friends from all my creator friends. That would be awesome. And I think that's about all I'm going to look at. Oh, look at that. I'm ordering that. That's coming in. So I'll be digging into that. This looks interesting. I don't know if I would go jump on it, but it looks interesting. And let's see what else they got. All right, I think I'm about done with GMT. All right, so let's go back to our wonderful little thing that we got going on here. And we'll pull this up. Oh, by the way, I'm a Denver Broncos fan. If you guys if you couldn't tell. Let's see. We want to go here. And let's pull up. Where is my PowerPoint? It disappeared. Nope, there it is. All right. So I don't know how we got off on that ramble, but there we are there. So I've been itching to play. So Robert, it's great. I love Stratomatic baseball, but I'm a huge APA fan. I played in the same APBA baseball league for about 20 years, and then I got out of it, and now I'm back in the league again, and I'm very happy to be back in. In fact, this is our league website, the APA Baseball League, TABL. It's been around since 1969, 68, and this is our website. So you guys could check that out if you wanted to. It's But I love me some Appa baseball. I did not know you had helmets when you play golf in the US. The more you know. Yeah, so I do play golf too. And sometimes some of the guys I play with, you do need helmets. Uh, yeah, Charles, I cheer for everybody but the Dallas Cowboys. If they never won another football game, I'd be happy. Sorry, Cowboy fans. All right, mail call this week. I think I already told you guys. I got Iwo Jima. I got Sea and Steel. I got Storm over Normandy, which I'm really looking forward to playing. And then I also got Dark Summer, which I know Jester, he's not a big fan, but I love those chit-driven games. I know Nate from Command Post, he really liked it. So I picked it up. So that'll be on the table. Well, I'm going to finish up Italy. And then I think I'm going to play Death in the Trenches. I think I'm going to put that on the table. So, yeah, the box art for that does look good. I tell you, the one thing I will say is the Sea is Steel is about Columbus, and it's kind of out of my wheelhouse. I haven't played much, but the game components are awesome. I mean, the little rule book and everything is just really cool. Let me go to bigger so you guys can see that. Let's go here. But the game components are really nice. And then they come with these little chit bags. How cool is that? So the game came with these little chit bags, which is kind of neat. I've already punched it out because I do want to play it. Rounded corners on the on the chits. They got nice cards that came with little cute dice. Look at those little cute dice. But so I'm going to take this with me while we're in Albuquerque so I can kind of read the rules. But yeah, and I really like the box art on this too. Iwo Jima, they've done a good job. What's really cool about this game is, again, they've done the same thing. Little chit bags. They've got really nice components like little players' aids. This is just abbreviation. They got a nice little fold-out player's aid that you get to use for this game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this. And again, Neva, I want to really thank you guys for sending me the games. It's one of the first companies that have sent me any games, so I really do appreciate that. Let's see. Let's go back to here. So on the table, I have Italy 43. I played Cells, which is my Battle of the Bulge game for this month. And then I did a playthrough of Take Cover from Worthington game. It was in the Kickstarter when I bought Guns of August. And this game, so this is a beer and pretzel game. Very easy to play. But man, it was kind of fun, and the cards are cool. You know, like I said, this isn't a simulation. This is just a quick card game, but I do have a playthrough on the channel. So go check that out. It's also on the designer reached out to me. I messed up on a rule, and so he reached out to me. We also put it online. So go check out Take Cover from Worthington. And like I said, I played Sales just because it was bulge time, right? We're in the middle of bulge time. So what did Charles say? Yeah, so they had said that they were getting a little bogged down because I quit golf, bad knees, hands. Yeah, I used to play, man, Charles, when I was working in the corporate world, I played a lot. I just don't like to go and spend 4 and 5 hours on the golf course anymore. I'd much rather ride a motorcycle or play war games or something else now. So, all right, there's where we talked about playing Take Cover. Again, really nice little components. It was a fun game, and you can see the playthrough on the channel. So, guys, this news came out. So Berlin from Revolution Games. So it is the same series as Stalingrad Advance to the Volga and Manila Savage Streets. It is shipping, so I'm really looking forward to that. Solitaire Area Movement Series games. So I was watching Wayne on his channel, Wayne Hansen on his channel, and he brought up a thing about that he wasn't interested in getting the game because he felt they were all going to be the same. And look, I think part of the cool thing about these solitaire area movement games is they are the same in that the mechanics are the same, but I think you're going to see different. He and I are going to disagree on that. I can't wait to get Berlin. I think it's going to be great. Again, those games are a ton of fun, very hard to beat. It just. But I'm looking forward to playing a game because it's a fun game. Yeah, exactly. And I'll tell you, Christoph, if I hope maybe they will come out with a vassal module. That is, it was a fun little game, and takes no time to play. Yeah, I've been riding motorcycles since I was 15, so I wouldn't know what to do without having a few motorcycles in the garage. So Berlin, that's coming out. Can't wait. Really looking forward to it. All right, so now we're going to talk about Santa's list and my gifts to people out there. So, who's been naughty, who's been nice. We're going to have a little fun here, a little Christmas fun. So, the nice list. So, the first thing I want to start off with is, folks, I am fanboying big time over VUCA games. I love their stuff. If you guys have not played any of these VUCA titles, they are incredible. And I'll say it right now, they're the best components on the market. Nobody makes a better box, a better component. The rules are beautiful. This game has 16, well, not even 16 pages of rules. 15 pages of rules, very well laid out. It just looks here. Let me put this on the big screen so you guys can see this. The other one, Jerry. If you look at, the rule books are beautiful. They do a great job with components, rounded counters, and the counters are very attractive. And they've got that almost like linen feel to them. It's amazing. And this is a game changer. The solo playing board. So instead of having everything across the board where you have to reach across the board and everything you need to do to play this game solo is all right here. Nice, thick. You can hear it. They have got some amazing components. I love that. Look at these player aids. These things are, they are so thick, very well laid out. And their maps are beautiful. I'm not going to grab their maps out of here, but the maps are, well, here, I'll grab one. I won't open it up though. But their maps are really cool. I know some people don't like the look of the maps because they feel they're muted, but I kind of like them because it's almost like what old military maps look like. So yeah, I have no problem. And then I have the Cube for Me trays, and they are phenomenal for this game. It works great. So Christoph and I are going to be playing this starting January 6th. So you'll be seeing some playthrough of that. We'll be playing 2-player. We don't know which side we're going to play yet, but we'll figure that out. But again, VUCA is right now, they're the hottest thing going, I think. Let's see. Yep, they are top notch. Phoenix says, yeah, so the Cold War looks really good. I'd also like to get Iron Ring, I think so that's one I don't have. Knock Paris is great. Yeah, so I did see this. I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. It's and I have a lot of World War I games, but I probably will fall into doing that. And I'll yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna be looking at that. Hey, we need to talk, Jester. I know a friend who would like to have that. So maybe I'll reach out to you. Maybe if you can make me a good deal, I can get him to pay you. That'd be great. How far off is Blue Panther? Oh, I love Blue Panther. they're not close yet. Blue Panther does a great job with it's different. I won't say they're not close. Blue Panther puts out, they have the thicker counters. Um, the artwork's good on the Blue Panther games. The player aids and things aren't as good, I don't think. And it's not a bad thing. It's just I think right now VUCA is just head and shoulders above everybody else. I love Blue Panther. My Viva La Emperor game is great. Um, all my historic wing stuff that I've gotten from them is great. It's just different. But yeah, I do say that right now VUCA, in my mind, they're better than GMT, and GMT puts out some good stuff. But VUCA, man, when you look and you read and you feel and touch their game, their map, everything is a you guys get the point. I'm fanboying over here. Bug River. I've seen that. I just I haven't seen so I have all the games that are on this page except for, and when I say this page, it's this page. I don't have the Iron Ring. But that's the only one I don't have from VUCA on there. But man, I love VUCA. So they're they get a nice award because they've been incredible. We've talked about this already as well. Revolution Games has done a great job. I really like their stuff. Even they're great to work with. They put out a nice product. Their prices are right. I will say VUCA can get pricey, but you get what you pay for. So I'm not complaining about that at all. But Revolution Games, for the price and for the for the type of games they are, I really like me some Revolution Games. I do need to probably get into their Civil War series. Is everybody says it's really good, and maybe I should get into that a little bit as well. I do know that that the games are, the games look great, and it's just one of those things that I think that it's I just think that they're one of the games that I wouldn't mind getting into. They look good. I hear the series is pretty easy to jump into, but again, I don't know if I need another series. This game looks great. I don't know about you guys, but I love. I don't mind playing Ziploc. I don't mind having Ziploc bag games. So I like the cheaper price of Ziploc bags. Let's see. I need to catch up with the reason I'm asking is that for me, counters and printed stuff is high on my list when it comes to absolutely. And again, Blue Panther does a great job. It's just VUCA just takes it to another level. But I think that's good because I think you're going to see more game companies jumping into it and keeping up, which is always good, I think. We're in a great era of war games, and we're getting some really great product. And one thing I will say is I think war game companies have started to look at these Euro games. And if you guys go look at Euro games, they are beautiful. And the way they do their games, I don't play a lot of them, but man, the components look amazing in those things. Yeah, and you're right. The gameplay is well thought out. I love the fact that you can play solo, but you can play two-player. Yeah, VUCA is just, you guys are going to get tired of me talking about VUCA. Yeah, in fact, they're having I did see that they're having a sale right now. Let's see. I think I was looking at, so Stalingrad, so they have a lot of their Civil War games on. I was going to show you the other one I was looking at. I want to get the Deadly Woods. That's been one on my radar a little bit as well. Box art isn't number one, close second in quality of it. Yeah, exactly. I really like the way, like you said, I like rule books that are the typeface isn't piled on top of it where an old guy like me can read it. Um, I also like the way that they do graphics, that sort of thing. Yeah, and I agree. I agree 100% with Jester right here. Blue Panther, like you said, it's 8, 9 out of 10. Vuk is just off the scale. They're setting the bar at a different level. And right now, I only buy in this order: Compass, OSG, GMT. Yeah, and I'm pretty much. I would say Compass has been ones that I buy a lot of. Revolution, I buy a lot of just because I like the games and some of the stuff they have. GMT, just I like some of their stuff, but a lot of their, they have a very diversified collection. And Legion games, I do like. White Dog games, I do like. I like Ben Madison games a lot. I know he's a controversial kind of guy, but I like Ben Madison games. I do buy a lot of stuff off MMP. I do like because of having ASL starter kit. But yeah, I mean, we all have our favorites, right? Okay, cool. And yeah, I think that I have Return to the Rock. That's a great game. Let's see. I was going to see there was one other one here. I've got this game. Again, I buy the Ziploc because I can storm a little easier. Thank God for the mute button. Thunder in the Ozarks is from Pea Ridge. I live like 12 miles from Pea Ridge here in Arkansas. Wouldn't mind picking that one up. Let's see what else is on here that I wouldn't mind having. I picked this up, and that's a great little game. This is Cells is a great little game. But okay, well we're done with that. Let's go back to our. So more on the nice list, Compass Games. Now that's a nice little segue that we can go right into Compass Games. I probably have 14, 15 copies of Compass Games. I like their components too. They make a pretty good components in their games. I really, excuse me, man, my cough is getting me. I really like the way they do some of the older titles, and when they put something out like their World War II Commander Series games, Gesture beat me in Battle of the Bulge by that much. They had a little bitty map thing going on there, but Market Garden, I love that campaign anyhow. That's a great game, but they're like 8 pages. You can get into them quick. Pretty easy to play. You guys all know I love Western Front Ace, probably one of the best games I've ever played. British Tank Ace is good. Combat, I like it. I just haven't played it enough to really give it the big old thumbs up. Death in the Trenches, one of the best games ever. I love playing that game. And Enemy Action Kharkov, Christoph and I played that. I think that game is so underrated. It's basically 3 games in one. It's a 2-player game. You can play solo with the German, and you can play solo with the Soviets. So really do like what Compass is doing. A lot of people don't. I forgot what's the guy's name that's always on the podcast. Kind of a curmudgeon-y kind of guy. I love the way he's upfront. He doesn't hold back. I think he knows how to run a business, which is great. But that's why I don't compete with the weeks that their podcast is on. I make sure I'm done 15 minutes before that because I love watching that podcast. Yeah, Bill Thomas. There you go, Jeff. You know, some people may not like him, but I really like the way he's upfront. And yeah, so Worthington, I have a lot of Worthington games too. I like their Civil War series games. Antietam, I have Antietam and Shiloh. They're pretty easy to play. A lot of people don't like them because of the mechanic, but I like that game. Easy to play. I have Guns of August. Malta Besieged is a great game. Yeah, the new counters should be out soon. So looking forward to that because they need to have those out. Looks like got Tony here from Arkansas, another Arkansas guy. But again, yeah, I just think that let's see, what's this? Yeah, so they did say there about EA Market Garden. I wouldn't hold my breath. I bet Mr. Butterfield's got tons of games in the queue. Um, so, what's your favorite John Butterfield game? Mine's RAF, and this one's a close second. But yeah, I would like to see another some more of those. Yeah, and you know what? That's okay. I'm pretty happy with that. Um, look, he runs a business, and if he doesn't want to communicate, look, he's not going to be in charge of customer service. but but yeah, I have no problem with Bill. He does great. The one of the things that laughs is I know he doesn't give a lot of. Sorry, I bumped my table. I know he doesn't give a lot of games out to creators, which is kind of funny because I do think that I do see value in that. But I'm a creator, so that's why I would see value in that. But you just never know what what his thinking is from time to time. Stuka's in the house. Glad to have you here, Stuka. Yep, that is good news. Yeah, so I played America Bomber with a friend. I like it. I'm not paying what they want for it on the open market. I don't have it, and so I'm not going to jump ship anytime soon. British Tank Ace is good, better than American Tank Ace, I think. Really looking forward to Panzer Ace, so that's going to be kind of cool. Western Front Ace is great. I love that game, as you guys all know. Yeah, and that's exactly true, right? And that's why a lot of people. That's why one of the reasons I like playing war games is you can change history from time to time. It's not easy, and it shouldn't be, but you can change history from time to time, and I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a. At one time I had over 600 games, and now I have two bookshelves of games. That's all I have. Bert, glad you're in the house. We need to get together. What? My wife's looking at me like I'm nuts. You have a closet that has games in it too. No, I don't. Where? So my wife says I have closets. Go check the closet. She doesn't know that there's no games in that closet. So I have two bookshelves. That's all I have for games. My wife is even calling me out. Let's see what. Yeah, that's a lot of games. That's a lot of games. But like I said, I think that the way I've kind of got it now is I try to play games. I try to keep the games that I'm going to play, and if I'm not going to play them, I try to move them along. So she just gave me a thumbs up. So she didn't realize I'd gotten rid of the other one. So yeah. So like I said, don't and look, I'm not. If you're a collector and you've got a whole bunch of games, that's great. I don't have the space for them. I used to get frustrated because I'd see all these cool games and then I'd never play them and they just sat there. So now the games I have, I play, they get on the table. And so I always try that. Bert, we need to get together. My wife, oh, hey, so come here. So my wife's a school teacher. Look at my wife's outfit. Here, I'll put it on the. So she's been dressing up all week.
I had a Santa hat on today too.
And all these Santa stuff. So that's my beautiful wife, by the way. So all right, let's go back to here. Yeah, Stuka, I love when you look at Stuka Joe and you see all those shelves behind Stuka. That just like I said, I wouldn't advertise that I won the lottery, but I think you would know if that was the case. Jester, happy 50. My wife just had her 50th birthday last week. And so
a week ago today.
A week ago today. So she Jester said happy birthday.
Thank you, Jester.
Let's see. Yep, happy holidays there, Bert. What you gonna dress up tomorrow? Oh, so tomorrow's like the crescendo. So she has this skirt that she wears, a big old tree hat. I'll put a picture on the.
It's ugly Christmas sweater day, and so I always wear an ugly Christmas sweater, but then I have an actual Christmas tree skirt that my grandma quilted years ago, and I wear that as a skirt with leggings, and I actually have a Christmas tree hat. So I will be wearing all of the Christmas things.
So yeah, she's a freak when it comes to that stuff. So but the kids love it, and they love hanging out with her. So yeah, so I agree, Robert. So I'm so blessed. My wife, she puts up with my wargaming hobby. She puts up with my motorcycle hobby. She puts up with my off-road jeeping hobby. So yeah, and she participates in. She has her own bike and likes to do the off-road stuff. So I'm very fortunate. Stuka says, "Wow, that's crazy," but yeah, I like I said, more power to the people that collect. I just don't have the room and don't have the willpower to do it anymore. So another thing is, I have a couple Flying Pig games, but the reason they're on this list is there a better logo than the Flying Pig Games logo? That thing is incredible. It is. I love this logo. It's just really cool. I think that I'm just really I just really like that logo. It's just it cracks me up every time I see it. Let's see, what do we got here? Trying to keep up. Yeah, the kids love her. She's she's a good teacher. Yeah, so Charles, it's kind of funny the way so my game room is here, right? And so if you look, so I have this table, and my wife actually hooked me up with this table. So it's a crafts table, and it folds down. So it's only as wide as that is right there in the little middle, but it's a great wargaming table, and it's also a pretty good table to film on and stuff like that. I can keep my games on both sides. She bought me the airplane picture that's over the desk. We're in kind of like this is kind of like when you walk in the door, this is kind of like our dining room, but there's two of us. We never have a dining room. So I put all the games in here because we want to keep our spare bedroom for people to come and hang out. And then my wife has all her, she sells Pampered Chef on the side, and she has all her cricket stuff in her office as well. And we can't be side by side in the office because I am very much I like having like when I'm sitting here doing stuff for my web design business, I'll be web design on one monitor, I'll have YouTube on another monitor, I'll have my email on another one. I'm very much I like having a bunch of stuff going on, and she's the total opposite. Let's see. Yeah, hey, so I will say I live in an area that's much bigger than that, and there's still not a lot of people. A lot of people play. There's 2 or 3 good game stores in town, but they all cater to role playing games and miniatures and that sort of thing. Yeah, that's true, and that's what I like about it. Yeah, cool logo. It is cool, I think. Right, and so I use this table to. This is my desk, but I use it to film as well. I have a boom mic here, and then I have this mic here, and then my other camera's up there. Jester's been hooking me up in Stuka, so I'm getting this down pretty good. I can play some of the sports games right here at the desk. I've got wireless microphones, which are a game changer. So these things just clip on and they hook right up to my camera. So you don't have to worry about any of that. So those are a game changer. Wayne is in the house. Man, that's crazy. There's a reason I don't live in the North, and that's one of the reasons. Couldn't pay me enough to do that. Wayne, I actually mentioned you because I had to laugh. You were cracking up about. I guess you have a thing with Compass Games, and I'm a big Compass fan, so we'll have to talk about that at some other time. Let's see, what else do we got going on here? Oh, there's ID. Yeah, and so it's kind of funny, Charles. If you look at my game table, I don't know if you can see this wood piece here. So that's my cat free zone. So when I first put the game out here, of course, my cat wants to play Godzilla and knock pieces all over the place. So I went and made that. I've got a piece of plexiglass bolted to the top of it. And when I'm done playing, I can put that back on top. The cat can jump up there, sees all the pieces, tries to get to them, can't get to them. But it allows me to look at the map and strategize a little bit without having to take it off. So that's my cat proof thing there. Let's see. Yeah, and that's why I do play a lot of games in the wintertime because as you guys know, Jester knows, summertime comes, man, I'm on a motorcycle. I'm out and about as much as I can be. I love to hike and camp and stuff like that. So winter times when I get a lot of my wargaming done and get a lot of my playthrough videos taken care of and that sort of thing. Yeah, I like watching her video. They got that 85 War 8. I don't know what the exact name of it is, but it looks interesting. Yeah, we'll save that for the show. Yeah, I saw that he's playing that game, and it's kind of funny because I've heard, look, only war gamers have tweezers in their pockets. I was laughing when he put it out on his channel. I've seen that and I've read a little bit about it. He is a brave soul. I don't know if I would have done that or not. Yeah, you got to stay inside. It's too damn cold for that stuff, Wayne. Yeah, and that's the thing. Wayne is gonna be on the show. Um, he's going to be on episode 46, so sometime in January, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with Wayne on the show too. So yeah, Jester, I agree with you, my friend. I would. There's no way I'd be doing that. Yeah, and that's why Wade, I was laughing when you were playing that because I was playing Cells at the time, and Cells is a great little game. I can thank Stuka Joe for turning me on to that. I watched one of his gameplays on it and went and bought it. It's a great game. Yeah, I would love to have a big table like that, so I could set up Most Fearful Sacrifice or even Stalingrad 42. I just don't have the room for that. Yeah, so I will say, so in Kansas City, there is a cafe, a gaming cafe. Every time I'm there, I go in there, and you can always find somebody to play with. Uh, I wish we had something like that around here. Yeah, it's going to be great. I I'm looking forward to. It's kind of funny because Wayne and I we differ when it comes to certain games, so it's going to be kind of fun to see the banter for that. Yeah, as I say, Stuka shouldn't have any problem there. Charles, great. Hey, so Charles, my son graduated from the Art and Architecture Institute in San Diego. He loved going to school there. Yeah, it's a great little game. I love chit driven games. They're really nice to play. Yeah, he's not helping you, is he? Yeah, it's kind of funny. Compass is and look, we're gonna still talk about them because they're on my naughty list as well. But yeah, I do like some of their games that they have. So now we'll go to the naughty list. So look at who we jump up to. We go and we see Compass Games. So the reason I have Compass up here for this is two things, right? I don't know why they dislike Vassal so much over there. And I know that he says, well, it's because people aren't buying the games. I think there's a way to solve that problem without totally not having a Vassal presence. Because I'll be honest with you, some of the games they have on Vassal for Compass, they're awful. And, I'm not going to call, well, I am going to call Imperial Tide. I love that game. The modules broke. I think that hurts more than having a Vassal module that works. And there's also other ways, in my opinion, that you can get a game on Vassal and not lose sales, right? So if you put a game on Vassal, don't put the charts in Vassal. Make whoever's playing the game upload the charts and put them in the game, right? Don't, just leave a component out like that don't put the scenarios in the game, right? Combat Commander, no scenarios in the game, right? You got to buy the game to play the game. But I do think that you have to be cognizant of the fact that Vassal is what drives a lot of sales for games. And my thing is with that is I love, now I buy the games, but I play 80% of the time on Vassal. And that keeps me from buying some of the Compass games because the modules aren't very good. And it's just, so Wardrobe comes up with it. I agree wholeheartedly here. I do not see that it would be a huge impact to this. Now, if you're one of these people on BGG and you get, I love when I see, oh, I lost my rules or I don't have this scenario and people post it, shame on you, right? I guess my thing is, if I lose my rules, I'm going to go to and we're going to talk about this with Compass as well. But go to the manufacturer, see if they can send you a copy of it. If you lose a scenario, see if they can send you a copy of it. But I just think that I don't think it helps them by not having Vassal modules. And it frustrates the customers who are loyal to them because I would probably buy more games if they had Vassal modules. But until they do that, and then also the living rule thing, right? There are some games that you can't see the rule book. In today's day and age of war game companies, the rule book should be online. That's another selling tool. Jester and I have played, so I bought 3 or 4 games this year because Jester and I have decided to play a game. I went online, looked at the rules, and bought the game. If you don't have the rules online, all I'm doing is listening to other creators which is great, but everybody's got their own taste. And, some rules are better than others, right? So I'd much rather have that. So I wish that Compass Games would acknowledge that Vassal and more and more mods don't even work. Yeah, and that's the thing is I think that as a game company, you have to do one or two things. You either have to jump in the pool or you've got to jump out of the pool. If you're going to jump in the pool, get somebody to design the Vassal modules and make them good, right? Combat Commander modules amazing. GMT has some great modules out there. There's a way to do the modules, but like I said, I'm going to get off that soapbox, but Vassal it's not going anywhere. And to be honest with you, it's the way a lot of people play the games. And if you, I just think they're hurting sales. They're not helping sales. Charles, I would love to play face-to-face all the time, but there's just not enough people. And so, and like right now, I probably got 3 ASL games going on Vassal. I'm playing Paths of Glory on Rally the Troops, that sort of thing. And I agree, Charles. I love feeling the dice in my hands too, but I also love and now I also like playing with other people. And now with Discord and the way Vassal is, it's playing face to face. I love being able to. I mean, when Jester and I play our games, it is so much fun. It is just I couldn't I can't imagine playing the. I would probably not be in wargaming if Vassal would go away or if there wasn't another way. Yeah. So Stuka, we've talked about this a lot. My unboxing videos get a lot of views, and I think it's just because look, and here I think there's a fine line in some of these unboxing videos. Some of them take 30 to 45 minutes. That's too long. I personally won't watch an unboxing video for that long. I try to make mine from 8 to 15 minutes, and I just want to show you the components, right? Just kind of show you so you can open it up, see what's in the box, show a couple of the rules, and move along. And those get so many good views for me just because I think people like the hit, go look at it, and and decide whether they want to get it or not. Yeah, and I agree. And like I said, I would love if I had look, if Jester lived down the street and I could play face to face all the time, that'd be great. But until that day comes, I'm going to have to stick with playing a lot of Vassal. Yeah, and I get it. So I don't play any computer games. I don't have any of those games. I don't play any video games, any of that sort of thing. I pick Vassal because look, there's no AI to it. You're still playing the game. It's just makes it easier. And I will say Vassal's great for bigger games because you don't have like I don't have the space, right? So Most Fearful Sacrifice, I can play that because I can play it on Vassal. Yeah, and so it's kind of funny. I do an unboxing no matter, and you guys probably notice this. I do an unboxing whenever I get a game. If it's new to me, I do an unboxing video. If there's already 100 out there, so be it. They take no time for me to make, and I just, and they get a lot of hits. Yeah, Tony, I'm telling you, man, Vassal, we need to play. In fact, we need to get together and play. Yeah, and that's what I think a lot of people will go like. So I love this is the way I look at it. I love watching unboxing videos. And again, you'll hear people say, well, that's only one person's opinion. It's not an opinion. It's opening the box and showing people what it is. There's no opinion to it. It's just showing you what's in the box. Now reviews, I kind of take that with a grain of salt, depending on who's giving it. Even though Stuka Joe's cost me a lot of money because of his reviews, um, you know, harsh reviews does when I love his videos. I know he hasn't done anything in a while, but reviews are just like it's all depending on how you play the game and that sort of thing. So I'm getting inundated with comments all of a sudden. So I appreciate you guys doing that. I agree, Christoph. Mike is in the house. So we still need to get after the first of the year. Mike, we need to get Jester and everything. I still want to get Wolfpack. I'm sure we can get Christoph out there to help us and do that. Yeah, man, Christmas is just around the corner, right? 5 days, I guess it is down the road. Stuka, that might be a kind of a cool idea. Is having somebody looking at it, and see what different viewpoints are and see what. Yeah, that's kind of a good idea. Maybe you and I can do that one time. We'll find a game that we both bought, and we'll do that. That's not a bad idea. I think that's a pretty cool idea. Yeah, since my videos are rather poor. Charles, I watch your stuff. I have no problem with that. That's what's cool about this community, right? And I say it all the time. The wargaming community is amazing. And look, there's 2 or 3 knuckleheads out there. You know who you are. And the rest of the group is great, right? And I have to say, I love, like, when I do a playthrough video and somebody will say, hey, at 8 minutes and 32 seconds, you did this wrong. I do not take that bad at all. I love that people are watching the videos and they're correcting me and they're getting it right. I also put a disclaimer on all my videos that I'm going to goof up, right? And I'm going to throw this challenge out there. I've been playing war games a long time. 1978, my first war game was Squad Leader. I would bet any game that has any complexity to it whatsoever, people are still making mistakes to this day. I don't care how much you play it, you're still making a mistake. I played tons of the Dan Squad Leader. I had every module. I lived in that rule book. I played with players that are world renowned players, and everybody still had to look in the rule book. So I always laugh when I get these comments every once in a while. You shouldn't do a playthrough if you don't know all the rules. Yeah, that's your opinion. Because, like I said, I think the thing that helps me the most when I watch these playthroughs is I kind of follow through the rule book and I kind of watch that sort of thing. Uh, but I also understand that people, I get tons more positive comments because people go, "Oh, cool! I really get to see the game being played. I get to see it on the table." They just want to see it being played. And one of the things I will say about when I started this channel is there are a lot. I mean, there are a lot of great high production channels out on the market that we have, right? And there's a place for that, but I would much rather watch. Now, I think Stuka Joe has gotten the production and the content where they're perfect. I love his channel. I wish he'd do more content. Stuka, do you hear me? I wish he'd do more content. Um, and then you have the bigger channels that look, and there's a reason they have 30 and 50,000 subscribers. Very high production, that sort of thing. But I get a lot of comments saying, "Man, you're just a war gamer. You're just a guy playing the games like I play the games." And I love that. I love and to be honest with you, I never thought this channel would get to this size. I mean, I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers, which is nuts. But I think people like to just see an average guy, some knucklehead from Arkansas talking about playing war games. And I really do appreciate that. I guess we should get back to our little presentation here since we've been chatting a while. Here's another one on my naughty list. So MMP. I love ASL starter kit, and I love ASL, right? The one thing that frustrates the crap out of me with MMP is that things stay out of print forever. And like you cannot buy the starter kits are supposed to be gateways to ASL. I don't think there's a module in stock. I think they're out of stock of every module. And like Decision and Else is one of the only historic modules for ASL starter kits. There's no plan. Well, they say they're going to redo it, but I haven't seen anything like that. But it's also $300 on Noble Knight. I'm not paying $300 for any war game. I just wish the MMP would realize that there are a lot of people who would get into ASL. And I think this, right? You can say what you want about Kurt Schilling. I love the guy. I don't know the guy, but I love him because he saved ASL. He's done a great job with MMP. Political side to the side, he's been great for MMP. I just wish, and I think sometimes MMP is an ASL company and the rest are kind of there. And they cater to ASL people, which is fine. But I just wish that they would jump into the starter kit thing and keep it going because I think it would help improve, just get more people in there and playing the hobby. But MMP gets on the naughty list because they won't reprint Decision and Else, and it's frustrating. So, folks, I think we're about done for the evening. Again, we won't have a show next week because I will be in Albuquerque. I will be doing some shorts and stuff like that because I'll be playing some of the games, uh, while we're out. But we won't have a show next week. I will be, like I said, Wayne's going to be on the show in January. I don't want to get Wardrobe a big head, but the episode with him and Hexy and Camp Sawyer, it's turned into one of the best episodes I've had on the podcast. I don't want to tell them though because they'll get a big head. I would also, if you want to play a game online and you wouldn't mind having us keep alive on it, maybe on Vassal or something, I would love to set something up with you guys and to play a game. I know Christoph and I are going to be playing Traces of Hubris. We've already talked about that. Jester and I will be playing something else in January. I know we want to get Wolfpack on the table, but again, Wardrobe, I'd like maybe Starter Kit or something, but you're an ASL guy, not a Starter Kit guy. I don't know. Just I'd like to get more. I'd like to play with more people, and I think that would be a lot of fun. Keep up with the Italy 43. So the first turn and the setup will be out tomorrow morning. I think at 7 o'clock. I have it scheduled. So go check that out. I've got a couple of unboxings coming out. I've got content all through the first of the year, so you don't have to worry about that. And again, I think I'm pretty much set with where we're going. I'm looking at a couple other options to StreamYard since they've raised their prices up so high. But I think I've got that solved as well. I think I finally have the audio thing solved. The last probably 20 episodes, we've had really good audio, so that's nice. Haven't had any issues there. Let's see. Unboxing video. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, listen to Wayne. Give me a thumbs up. Get me all hooked up there. All that sort of stuff. Let's see, Christoph. Yeah, I do like watching playthroughs, and the playthroughs are cool because I'll put them on and I'll just play a game, or I'll be sitting here working, and I kind of use it as a podcast. Like Wardrobe was playing his game this afternoon. I just had it on in the background playing. It's better than watching TV, right? There's some stuff on TV that. Yep, agree, Robert. I agree. I agree a lot. So let's see. Yeah, we've had a lot of conversation, which is great. Really do appreciate that. Oh, nice. Going to play some Wolfpack tomorrow. We've done live unboxings. Nice. All right. We'll see you later. Hey, thanks for coming by. Yeah, that's true, right? You can also do that. Is he calling me? I didn't call you a knuckle. Well, maybe. If you resemble the remark, I think what Wardrobe said here. Not that all of you are knuckleheads. I love the guys that. I'm one of these people. If you guys know me and you hang out, I'm a pretty positive kind of guy. I'm too old to be negative, and I'm all about being kind to people and helping people out. I'm too old to get in fights about stupid stuff. But I'm also too old to make a really bad comment on somebody's YouTube video. I just don't do it. My mom used to tell me, if you don't have something good to say, don't say it at all. And so I don't mind constructive feedback because I think that's great. So Wayne is great at this, right? So I'll play a playthrough. Wayne catches something. He'll just say, hey, Jerry, at here, this is the rule. And it's great because I learned from it. He does it respectfully, and everybody wins, right? The channel wins. Everybody watching it wins, and that sort of thing. If you just come on and say, hey, you're an idiot, you shouldn't be playing the game, I'm just going to fire back who's the idiot, basically. Yeah, well, I mean, I hope, I love doing the show, to be honest with you. And a lot of it is repetition, right? Is people know every Thursday night they can come here, which is great. So When I watch myself on YouTube, I go stop. But yeah, you know what, Christoph, you did great on there. You're no problem whatsoever. Yeah, live comments. Well, it's cool because people can have their own conversation while we're talking, right? And it's just cool to see the banter go back and forth. Yeah, and Charles, just keep making videos, buddy. Uh, good luck not being in the rules. I can't even play my games without being in. Yeah, exactly. So I always laugh when people say, "Oh, Jerry, you should know this game 100%." Yeah, I'm never going to know it 100%. Um, it should even these 8-page rule, but I miss something all the time, right? Jester will tell you he'll catch me. He catches me. Um, exactly, exactly, and part of this thing is what I really like. I like making content, um, and I like playing games. So if I play a game and I make a mistake, I'll do a thing. I won't go back, but I'll fix it going forward. Unless I really jack up the game somehow, but which has happened. Yes, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Excuse me. Happy holidays to everybody. I wish I'd do more myself. I'm trying to cut production time of gameplay videos. They take, yeah. So I will say, Stuka, the way you do games, I don't know if I would continue making content. It's too much work, and they're great, and everybody loves them. I just don't have the time to do all that. Yeah, $300 is too much for that. Yeah, or cost of a house payment. That's true. Yep. Yeah. So Jeff, he said that, and I'm hoping that's the case. I really hope that that's the case. Right? Again, you know, don't get me started on reprinting for MMP. So they've been saying, and I agree, Robert, but they've been saying that for a year now, and Pacific is online for sorry, Pacific's online for like $100 when you can buy it for $30 when it's out. Not going to make excuse for him, but it's understanding they have to go through some hoops. Oh no, and they do, and they do, and that's why I don't give them too much of a hard time. But they've already got it out, so I don't know what hoops they would have. I mean, I could see designing a game and doing all that. They would have the hoops, but it's already been published once. Make another run. All it's going to do is make MMP more money. I mean, Hasbro more money as well. So yeah, I don't know. I'd like to know the back. Thank you guys again. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Yeah, mark your calendars, folks. Why doesn't my hat fit properly? I don't know why your hat doesn't fit properly. Yeah, we'll do that, Stuka. That'd be great. I would really like to do that. And what'd be kind of cool is maybe doing games that so I get a new game and you would kind of comment on it because you don't have the game, and vice versa, where you would get a new game and I would comment on it. And yeah, that'd be great. I really think since you are off-road part of YouTube, have you seen over in the over or what thoughts? Yeah, I have. Yeah, it's a good channel. I do a lot more of overlanding stuff, not the hardcore off-road stuff. Um, I watch a lot of channels like Ozark Overland Adventures. There's a few others, but yeah, Jamie and I do off-road videos from time to time. The rule book is out. I'm going to read the rules again. Game on. Yep. I'll see you on Christoph. We'll make it happen. Oh yeah, the Advent book. So folks, if you guys, Thomas from Historic Wings sent me the Advent book. I've been reading it every day, and that's really cool. I really did appreciate that. It's been great. Yep. Thanks, Tony. Doing my thing, and I have a war game channel open. Beats. Yep. Absolutely. Going to try and finish the last 2 turns of South Mountain by Worthington tonight. Nice, Charles. Make sure you post it. We'd like to see that. Yeah, exactly, wardrobe. That's exactly what I say too. I think sometimes people just want to complain. Yep. Thank you guys again. Yeah. So Stuka, I have to laugh. You did another video recently, and it was like 1 through 4, and then you had a remix 1 through 4. So you caught yourself doing something, which again is more than I would have probably done. Yep. Man, the comments are just going crazy here. Let's see, back tables open. Okay, cool. Yep, gotta do. So that's one thing that I can't do is my painting is awful. There's no way I could do all that, and I'm horrible at the miniature things. Yeah, so I can't wait for that because he sent me a note. Well, I'm not going to spoil it, but yeah, next year is going to be kind of cool. So, all right, guys, I think I finally made it through all the comments. Um, we'll let you guys go. So again, have a great holiday, everybody. Be safe out there. Enjoy time with your family. Hey, play some war games. Enjoy time with your war game family. Go watch some content. Support those creators out there. Really do appreciate. Oh, Christoph, thank you for. Christoph bought me my first cup of coffee on my website. So if you notice on the website up here, it says buy me a cup of coffee. He was the first person to do that. I really do appreciate that. And if you guys haven't checked out cardboardcommander.com, go check out the channel. I've got all my blog posts up here and everything, so you can kind of check stuff out there. So, all right, everybody, you've heard me rant long enough. We'll talk to you soon. Be safe, be kind. Happy wargaming, everybody. Take care.